Hi friend, it's Melissa here, and I'm excited to talk to you tonight about makeup. And so, one thing that I am super passionate about is this, but for too long, the cosmetic companies have gotten away with way too much stuff, releasing products that are totally laden with harsh and toxic ingredients. And so I'm all about making sure that women are safe and that what we put on, because a lot of us love makeup, right? What we put on is safe and clean products. So it is a problem because a lot of us women, like the average, puts on 12 personal care products each day. So I know we deserve better. And beauty shouldn't come with like a cost to our health, right? Or even our daughters who might want to use our makeup or kiss our face even, or our husband. So I am passionate about using clean ingredients and clean products, but I'm passionate about looking good too and wanting quality stuff because I love makeup. So I'm challenging you this. It is time for some tough love. It's time to break up with your toxic relationships, your toxic ingredients with makeup, all right? Now, the good thing is that fake and harmful stuff, you deserve better, like I said. So this breakup, though, you could smile about because you're not going to be crying and binging over chocolate and ice cream and watching your favorite shows. But instead, when you break up with the toxic ingredients and toxic makeup, instead you could still be glowing and smiling and radiant. And you probably wish all of your breakups could be this clean and easy. So I'm talking about using some great products. And as you can see, I'm in my bathroom because I'm going to be talking about makeup and sharing and even applying some on. So I thought it'd be close to all the stuff. So let's talk about that, breaking up with your toxic relationship with toxic makeup. It's really hard. You go shopping, you go to Sephora or online, and even the high quality, expensive line of makeups, they make their packaging look sleek and cool and natural and even have all the terms that you think are great. But really, you need to know that a lot of the ingredients are full of toxic things that you do not want near your face. And so here are just a few things that I say get away from. I also recommend Googling the dirty dozen ingredients to avoid in cosmetics. And a few of them are sulfates, phthalates, silicone. Please get away from synthetic fragrances. Does so much harm to your body and your hormones and so much. Nanoparticles, formaldehyde, those are just a few. And see, the bad thing is we think that the FDA is protecting us from buying anything, like what we could buy at the store is safe or buy online is safe, but really it's not. The US has banned only 10 harmful ingredients that are toxic. But did you know that United Nations has banned about 1,300? So there's a bad imbalance there. So I have an answer for you. I found a great brand from Young Living. It's called Savvy Minerals, and it is great makeup. I've been using it for over 3 years, and it is quality, and I love it. The cool thing with Savvy Minerals is they do way better than even the UN. They've decided to ban over 2,500 harmful ingredients, some that are even known as natural. So I also love that they're responsibly sourced and plant-based, of course toxin-free. They are cruelty-free, and they infuse essential oils in there. So you're getting good stuff that your body knows what to do with because it's from plants. But the wonderful thing is it's good. I love it and it works. So tonight I'm just gonna share a few more things, like some of my favorite products and my honest opinion, and then how to use it and some little tricks and tips and hacks. And if you want more information, please let me know and we could talk more. So first of all, I decided I think I'm gonna take off some of my makeup here. One thing that Savvy Minerals even has is makeup remover wipes. I like having these for like when I travel and I don't want to get mascara. And like last weekend I went to my sister's house and she gave me a white washcloth to wash my face with. And I'm always kind of embarrassed that I'm going to like get, you know, all that makeup on it and not come off. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to take this off on one side of my face, just a little bit. It comes off real nice, so it smells good. Sometimes I've even used just half. So anyway, okay, so we took off a little bit, and I want to show you. Young Living has 2 different kinds of foundations, because like when we talk about makeup, that's like our first step, right? Well, actually the first step is the great skincare, but that's for another time, because I could talk and talk. If you like primer, I like this primer. It's a mattifying one, so it really helps kind of fill in the pores. And so I put a little bit on first. That's like the first step. Let that sit a little bit. Now, so Young Living has a mineral-based foundation in warm and cool colors and dark. And it's like really easy to figure out what color you are. You just kind of have to figure out like, are you warm or cool? And I could definitely ask you some questions and help you figure that out. So there's that, but then there's also liquid, and this is the newest, and I love it too. So I'm gonna tell you a couple things about what I like about both, because I actually use both, and like some days I use this, some days I use this. So let's talk about this liquid foundation. It's also pretty easy to figure out, be color matched too, and I feel like it's really forgiving. So with this, what I love about the liquid is it's super fast to put on. It just like puts some on my fingers and like go all over. Or, you know, you can use a makeup brush or like a sponge and put it all, you know, have clean hands always. Okay, that's what I love about it. And then I could do my makeup like in 5 minutes. I also like it's very moisturizing. It's good for the winter when you have dry skin or you live in a hot place. And it's kind of a dewy look. I think it's also good for mature skin that they don't want, you might be worried about the mineral and like cakiness or wrinkles and stuff like that. And very easy, like I said, to color match. So sometimes I'm on the go and just put it on. But let me talk about the mineral kind too. Now, I like this because it's also very easy to figure out your color and it has a nice matte finish. So it's a little bit better, I feel like, in hot weather or when you get sweaty, because it just has that nice matte look. And it's cool because it can be a light coverage. If you just want kind of more of a natural look, you could just do 1 coat, but you can also build it up. So I like more medium to full coverage. And again, with the liquid, I didn't mention that, that's like medium to full coverage. And you can keep applying layers to as much as you need. So I'm gonna just show you how to put it on, because sometimes like it was a little bit of a learning curve for me, because I went from liquid toxic relationship that I stopped, and several years ago I went to mineral based, and it's so easy. But let me show you how. First of all, one other thing is like I also have 3 colors. I'm a warm, and so I have warm 1, 2, and 3, and sometimes I blend like 2 and 3 more in the summer months because I'm a little more tan. The winter, I kind of go with warm 1, kind of all over the place, and it all kind of blends. I've also bought in cool, and it looked okay too. And I did like one side this cool and one warm, and my family couldn't figure it out. So right now I'll just show you warm too because it's in the middle. So my tip is to kind of have, sometimes it could be messy on your counter. So sometimes I get like a washcloth and I put it down first, and it comes like this. Don't peel off that tab all the way, because then a lot will come out, and if you travel, then it'll all fall out. I did that with my veil, and then like, it's just a mess. So keep the little sticker on and undo just a little bit. You just need to tap some in your lid. It's hard to see, huh? Basically, and then you get your great foundation. Young Living has really great brushes too. I love them all. So with the mineral makeup, you do need to get this misting spray. It's only $15. It lasts a really long time, like 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, I don't know. I feel like I never really buy it. And this helps the powder mineral makeup kind of dab it to get the wetness off, stay on And I just put it in there, and then I just kind of dab and then blend. And I do several coats of that. Sometimes, like I said, I mix it, there it is, and I just kind of put it on and dab. And I feel like this is pretty fast too. One thing that I forgot to do that show you is, and I feel like I have some red marks, still get blemishes sometimes. There's also really great, and that will lead me to the cover up. We have, I love this liquid concealer. Okay, so I'll talk about that in a sec, but that's really all I do is with the mineral foundation. And sometimes I put more and just do a few coats everywhere. Easy, it's not that hard if you haven't used that before, but you do need that misting spray because it stays on and it feels nice and it's not like cakey or anything. Now, my other side, well, it's hard to tell with this Facebook, but it is a little greasier on this side because it's like 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock here and it's the end of the day. But I really don't feel that greasy throughout the day with this. Like I said, it's matte. So I love this. It is nice and thick. There are, I think, 6 different colors, and I just kind of put it on. I do it under my eyes too and let it sit for a minute, but just rub it right in. It blends so well, nice and thick. And I think right now, being on Facebook, it's not the easiest to see, but it really helps cover up everything. Okay, then I'm kind of like doing like the order of how I put it on at home or in the morning. One of my favorite products, I love the foundation and everything, but is the blush. And I actually get a lot of compliments on it. So my favorite color of blush is called Smashing. And you just tap it in. It's just a really pretty warmy tan or peachy glow. And it just has a slight glimmer. Some people like to put a little spray of the misting spray, even a dab of water, but I feel like it stays on just fine. You don't need that too. So if you can kind of see that little bit of glimmer, it's not like I'm showy or anything, but I really like the blush. I always keep a stock because I do not want to be out of my blush. So that's that. And then the last thing I do is kind of set it with the veil. And that's kind of like a setting powder. Sometimes also, if I just want to freshen up, I get the veil and put a little coat on at the end of the day or whatever, you know, if I feel kind of too dewy. And I've just put this all over. Now, I didn't really show you my eyes, but I just kind of wanted to show you kind of how I do it. And I've timed myself before, and I can get this all done in about 5 minutes, 5 to 10. Now, I'll go on to eyes. Young Living has tons of eyeshadows. So they started out with little ones of all different colors of the loose powder, mineral powder. And I use these still. I like this color. Well, there's a lot of, I'm not gonna go in all the colors because I don't wanna talk forever. But, so there's some of those, but then there are palettes. So this is a little bit newer. There are 3 different color palettes. I have one right now. I have the Royal Winter. And it's a little bit of a mess, but I love having a little bit of blue, and there's ones that will fit anyone's style and color. So the palettes are nice because they're a little bit less messy and great for traveling too. This lasts me so long. So it's a good deal for that. Then there are multitaskers, and I love this because I use one for my eyebrows, and even like up here, because I'm in my early 40s, I'm getting a little bit of gray. So I just put a little bit of this multitasker to cover up that, and even for eyeliner. I love the eyeliner and eyebrow brush. It works really well. What I do is wet it and then put some on. And I actually even use one of the old palettes of, since I didn't ever use this dark blackish color, I use that for eyeliner. So I feel like it's like all mixing and matching. So there's several multitaskers that are like dark to medium, even reddish to match your needs. And it's really fun to use that. Now, like I said, mix and match. sometimes I've even like, I can't find my lipstick or something. So you could do this. You can get a little bit of, I have this purplish eyeshadow. You're gonna get blush. You can apply it, first put some lip balm on, and then make your own kind of lipstick and put it on like that. Why not, right? And I'm so thankful that I don't have any bad chemicals or lead like some lipsticks have. Yuck, so close to my mouth. That reminds me, lipsticks, I love it. So even though a lot of us are still wearing masks, we can't show off our lips, I'm on virtual Zoom a lot, so I still love all my lipsticks. I'm gonna wipe this off to show you some of my favorite colors. And there's a whole bunch of colors, but there's a few different lines of lipstick. So Young Living first came out with these kind that are nice, kind of a little bit of glowy and lighter. This is called Wish, I believe. Yes. And it's a really light, kind of shimmery color. And it's very moisturizing. I like this a lot. So it's not very bright. But when I want full coverage and color, I love the Cinnamon lipsticks. And so sometimes when I want to make a statement, I like Muse. I'm going to put it on top. It's kind of dark. But Muse is very dark and rich. And I don't taste the cinnamon, barely, but it's really nice coverage. And again, it's not ever dry. It feels moisturizing. But I think my very favorite color, because it's not too bright, is Icon. And it's a really pretty pinky color. So that's just a few of my favorite lipsticks. But I was never a lip gloss girl until Savvy Minerals came. But the lip gloss is amazing. And this is my favorite color, and it's called, it's called, I wrote it down because I can't read this anymore. Anchors Away, that's right. And it's kind of like my shirt. It's so pretty. And I'm gonna put it on top of the lipstick, so I'm gonna be really bright, but dark. But it's so moisturizing, and it has a hint of peppermint in there, so it kind of tastes good. So I love the lip gloss. Mascara. Let me just talk about that, and that's kind of the end of my little of my favorites. And I'll look at my notes and see if there's anything else I was thinking about telling you. But mascara. So recently, Young Living came with two different kinds of mascara that I recommend. Now, I used to use very toxic mascara, and it would be a lot longer lashes and fuller, and I had a difference. So I had to kind of give up that, but having clean ingredients, taking care of my health, and not worrying about affecting my hormones or maybe possibly getting cancer or having these weird things is way better than having super long eyelashes. These enhance your natural lashes, and I have almost zero lashes, and they're light. But I have fallen in love with these. So Young Living has a lengthening and a volumizing. So think about what your needs are. So let me show you the difference and tell you about them. So the lengthening has a very thin brush and does help lengthen. And it kind of, I've noticed with this, it really separates them, the lashes. I actually use both. I start and I layer it. I start with lengthening and do that. I'm not gonna go into that. So I put on like a good coat of this, let it dry. I start doing my eyebrows and eyeshadow and stuff, and then I put on a second coat. Then I use the volumizing. So I think I like the volumizing better. It has a nice big brush, a tiny bit curved. You see that? And so I use this at the end, and I just feel like it does really add the volume. And it's super hard to see right now, but that's my opinion. So if I just got one, I would get volumizing. But I actually kind of, when I'm almost out of one, I get it and I'm halfway done with this, and so I kind of have two at the same time. And that's what I do. So that's just a little bit about some of my favorite products. Now, I've been asked like, do you guys at Savvy Minerals have like tinted sunscreen? or a nice sunscreen. And they have sunscreen, and I love it too. And I use that all the time. I had it here somewhere. But you can make your own tinted sunscreen. You can totally just get your powder mineral makeup foundation, maybe in a little bit darker. So I would use my warm 3. Oh, here it is. And mix it with the sunscreen. Oops. I'm not gonna do this now, but you can make it, okay? But what I do is I put on when I know I'm gonna be out in the sun, I put on my Young Living skincare moisturizer first, let it dry and sink in a few minutes, and then I put my mineral sunscreen in, SPF 50, in all the areas where, of course, and like where I get sunspots here on the side, and then let that dry a little bit and then apply my makeup. It doesn't make me break out or anything like that. It's very helpful. So I love the mineral sunscreen. So those are my tips about Savvy Minerals, and I think I've talked enough. If you have questions or if you want to be color matched, that I could definitely help you with that, even just talking to you and showing you that. So I hope you break up from that toxic relationship with conventional makeup and grab Savvy Minerals. It is really great quality and I love it. We'll see you and talk to you soon.